Welcome to the Midlife Style School, the podcast for women who want to elevate their personal style and life by design. I'm your hostess, Afton Porter, certified life coach and fashion stylist, known as the Chief Image Creator, helping high-profile women polish their image with standout style in their industry. Through our conversations and insight, I'll provide simple tricks and practices that will help take the stress out of getting dressed in the morning so you can start each day feeling empowered, confident, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. Let's go. Hi, how are you? This past weekend, we were celebrating my husband's birthday. And we flew in our oldest daughter, and we were hanging out at a local pool called Arizona Grand. And we got a casita, and we were just chilling. One of the things that came up with my young adult daughters was this concept of girl math. And my daughter's like, "Mom, it is all over TikTok. Everybody's talking about it. It's totally trending. It's girl math." And I'm like, "What's girl math?" And they're like, "Oh, it's when you justify, buying a Starbucks and it's 50% off, and then you can buy two and it didn't cost you any extra money. You can talk about that with fashion." And I'm like, "You mean if you buy an article of clothing and the more that you wear it, the less it costs per wearing, it's a better deal, even if you buy something on sale?" And they're like, "Yes, Mom, that's girl math." I'm like, "No, honey, that's just wardrobe math. It's nothing new. It's not this new thing." And they're like, "Mom, it is a total trend and you've got to talk about it." So here I am, keeping all of my midlife fashionistas in the know of what the trends are. So when you read about girl math, you know exactly what that means. And there's actually legitimate girl math out there. I'm not saying everything out there that they're calling girl math is legit, but there are ways that you can decide if you are making a worthy, valuable purchase or if you're just wasting your money. So I'm going to share with you 8 things you need to know about real valuable girl math. And we're going to dive into that today. So, just to give a little bit more information on what girl math is, it is a concept that has been trending predominantly on social media platforms like TikTok. So if you're not on TikTok, you may not have heard of it. And Forbes says it's one of the latest trends to take over TikTok. And they use the hashtag girl math. It's not just on TikTok though. It's a trend is generating buzz on various digital platforms and news outlets, such as the Washington Post. However, it's important to note that while girl math is a popular trend, it's also sparked a significant amount of debate. Some view it as a fun and empowering way to approach spending, while others have raised concerns about its potential impact on financial habits, because sometimes the girl math isn't mathing, is the only way I know how to put it. But regardless of where you stand on the issue, you have to know what girl math is, and it has captured the internet's attention. And so, us midlife women, we want to be in the know of what's going on in the world. I want you to, when it comes up in conversation, you be in on the conversation and not having to sit this one out. Girl math is a term used to describe the unique way women specifically often calculate and assess the value of fashion items. It is not so much about the actual price tag of an item, but rather it's long-term value. How often are you going to wear that piece? Or is this something that you buy on sale because you kind of like it, but you don't love it, and it hangs in your closet and it still has the price tag? Chances are there's something in your closet right now that you bought because you got a really good deal on it and you haven't worn it. The tags are still on it. And there's going to be another chunk of clothes in your closet where you bought it and you just haven't worn it that many times. So the more that you wear it, the price per wearing goes down. I have taught this inside the Midlife Style School for as long as my Style and Image Academy has been around. This is nothing new. The only thing new with this is the trending part, calling it girl math. It's not girl math, ladies and gentlemen, it's math. And knowing the value of something that you buy is incredibly important. It's important to know the price tag of what you're buying. Of course, you want to stay in your budget, but the value of it is going to be different than what you actually paid for it. The cost per wear is a term you're going to hear. It's how many times you actually wear that particular garment. So, in essence, girl math is a tool that women use to make smart, informed shopping decisions instead of impulsively buying items based on their initial price or appeal. You just love the way that it looks on the hanger, not so much when you put it on. So it's a great idea for you to think about how often you will wear the item. How long will it last? And how does it fit in your existing wardrobe? How can you mix and match this particular item, whether it's a coat, a pair of pants, a pair of shoes, earrings? How many days are you going to be able to wear that per year? It's a good thing to think about, huh? How many different outfits can you create now that you bought that piece of clothing? For example, a woman using girl math might choose to invest in a higher quality piece, maybe of a classic coat that costs more upfront, but will be worn frequently and last for many years. In contrast, she might decide against buying a trending, inexpensive top that she'll only wear a couple times before it either goes out of style or it wears out. I stopped buying anything a long time ago that had acrylic in it. Why? Because I'd buy a sweater that I love made out of acrylic. This is before, I was like, oh, it's a great price. I love the sweater. I'm going to buy it. Guess what? Before the season was even over, the sweater would start peeling. That's when it would create those balls of yarn would start peeling, making those balls on the sweater under the armpits and on the back side of the arms. And I would just be really frustrated because I'd be like, I spent, I don't know, $25 on that sweater. I thought it was a great deal. It looked nice. Can't even wear it for a season. That only happened a couple times before I said, I'm not buying another acrylic sweater. That was many years ago, but they still sell them and I still don't buy them. Ultimately, girl math is about maximizing value and making the most of your fashion budget. And during a time when our budget is feeling a little tight, a lot of other expenses are going up. And how you spend your financial resources is very important to you, to your family, to those that you care for. And being resourceful is a wonderful way that you can love yourself and be kind to yourself using your financial resources wisely. So, Girl Math promotes being mindful on how you're spending your money and sustainability, buying pieces that are going to last longer, not this fast fashion where you buy it, wear it for a season, and throw it away. You're being thoughtful about what you're buying and what you're putting in your closet financially. In the midlife style school, we go way more into just being mindful of your financial resources. Definitely 100% want that, but you also want to make sure that the clothes that you're buying is aligned with your personal style, your lifestyle, and the image that you want to project and the personality you want to show the world of who you are. You get to tell the world who you are by how you dress. Inside the midlife style school, it's private one-on-one right now. If you are ready to elevate your personal style and you just need a little guidance on showing you how to do that, there is a link in the show notes where you can book a one-on-one consultation with me. So go do that right now. So Girl Math can be a very vital and valuable tool that's been around for a while, but that's okay. If this is encouraging the younger generation to be mindful with how they're spending their money, using it this way, it is a very valuable tool. So I want to give you a practical example. Let's say you are considering buying a designer handbag and the bag costs $500. On the surface, that might seem like a lot of money, but if you use Girl Math, you might realize that it's actually a great investment. First, think about the quality. Designer bags are often made with high quality material and craftsmanship. I have a Coach bag that I bought over 20 years ago. I still have it in my closet. It still looks brand new. It was a classic piece that I used it many, many, many years. And then I retired it for a little bit in my closet. And I just put it away, put a bag around it, and stored it properly. But I didn't want to donate it or get rid of it. It was a purse that I really loved. I just needed to retire it for a while. I brought it back not that long ago. I now use my Louis Vuitton most of the time because it's my souvenir I brought back from Paris. But I still have that black Coach bag. And I pulled it out a couple years ago and I absolutely loved it. I kept in mind, I've had it for maybe 23 years and I used it for a long time until it got to the point, I can't remember how many years I used it. And I retired it because it was to the point where it almost seemed out of style. It was out of style, out of date. So it was time to retire it, but I pulled it back out after about a 10-year gap and I'm using it again. It looks beautiful, still looks new. It was a great investment that I made. And a little style tip for you. If you are going to invest in a handbag, I highly encourage you to have it match the color of your hair. Because when your bag matches the color of your hair, it always matches you. You're mimicking what's naturally going on with you. And so it always just creates this really beautiful, cohesive look when your hair and your handbag match. And if you're going to invest a hefty amount of money in a designer handbag, have it match the color of your hair. Okay, so if you spend $500 on a designer handbag, it will likely last a lot longer than a $50 handbag that you buy. In fact, I have bought a couple cheaper versions of handbags. Guess what? They only last about a year at the most. They look good for about 6 months. So that $500 bag that lasts 10 years, put it away for 10 years, and you've used it the last few years, may have been more expensive at the time, but it's actually cheaper in the long run. I've used it many, many more times, and I will use it many more times in the future. So the bag is versatile. The color matches my hair. The quality is excellent. I could wear it with multiple different types of outfits. I could wear it with jeans and a t-shirt, and I could wear it with a really nice dress and a suit. I was able to wear it with many different types of looks. And finally, the style of the bag's longevity. It was a classic design style that didn't just go out of style the next season. I wore it for many years, and I will wear it for many more. Using girl math, that $500 bag will cost me much less per use than a cheaper alternative. It's a way of thinking that can help you make a smarter, more sustainable fashion choice. You 100% want to stay in your budget, but you can make a wiser fashion choice with an item that you'll be able to use for many, many years. Here are some tips on how to shop smarter and more effectively using the principles of girl math. Number 1, set a budget. Before you start shopping, determine how much you are willing to spend. This will help you avoid impulse purchases and stay within your financial means. That is number 1. Number 2, quality over quantity. Instead of buying several cheaper items, consider investing in fewer high-quality pieces. These will often last longer and provide better value in the long run. Number 3, calculate cost per wear. To understand the true value of an item, you don't look at the price tag. Divide the cost by the estimated number of times you will wear it. The lower the cost per wear, the better the value. And I actually encourage my clients to keep track of their cost per wear. You can estimate it when you go to buy it, but then actually keep track how often you actually wear it. Then you'll know. It's good to know real numbers and not just go by what we think is going to happen, right? So, number 1, set a budget. Number 2, quality over quantity. Number 3, calculate cost per wear. Number 4, consider versatility. Items that can be worn in multiple ways for various occasions offer greater value. A versatile piece can lower your cost per wear and make your wardrobe more functional. And a functional wardrobe is one that's going to suit you. It's going to work for you instead of you having to do a lot of work in your wardrobe. But that's a whole nother podcast, ladies. Number 5, invest in classics. Trends come and go, but classic pieces remain stylish year after year. Investing in timeless items can ensure they remain relevant and useful, which will in turn lower your cost per wear of the item. Number 6, take care of your items. I didn't just take that bag and throw it out to who knows what, put it in my daughter's room, hang it from a way that's going to add more wear. Nope. I put it in the bag to protect it and put it on a shelf to make sure that it kept its integrity during the time that I wasn't using it. And you'll want to take the best care that you can of your clothes and accessories. As you do this, they will last longer. And this can significantly decrease their cost per wear over time. Take care of your items that you do have. Number 7, don't justify overspending. While girl math can help justify higher priced items based on their longevity and use. It shouldn't be used to rationalize buying items that are beyond your budget. Very important. That's where girl math gets a little shaky there. Number 8, mindful shopping. Remember, the goal is to make more sustainable and thoughtful decisions, not just to find an excuse to shop. Always consider if you really need an item before purchasing. And having a shopping list is something that's super helpful. Just like when you go shopping at the grocery store, if you have a shopping list of the things you need before the next season, it will help you with your budget. What do you need? Put it on your shopping list. Everything else is extra. I know sometimes we'll see something in the store, we're like, I gotta have it. I want it. I don't need it, but I want it. That goes under impulse shopping. But if you can go through, it's in your budget, it's quality over quantity, you've calculated the cost per wear and you feel good about it, you've considered the versatility, you are investing in classics, you take care of your items that you do buy, you're not just trying to justify overspending, you're being mindful about your purchase, then that sounds like a green flag for you to go. So applying these principles, you can make smarter shopping decisions that benefit your wallet and the environment. And it removes a lot of the guilt that might go in there because it really is a smart decision if you could say yes to all 8 of those. So I want to encourage you to apply girl math to your own fashion choices. Is there something that you need to buy that you have on your to buy list? When you go out shopping, go through those 8 principles. Figure out your cost per wear. Do your girl math. Where does that leave you? Or go back to something in your closet. What are some of the things that you did invest in that were wise choices? And what did you invest in that your cost per wear is a little bit higher? And we're not going to go back and do that to judge ourselves and our past decisions or beat ourselves up for anything. No, that's not the point of that. The point is just to go back and learn. Oh, I thought I was going to wear that more. I didn't. Why not? What could I do different next time? Or I bought that purse. I didn't even know how many years I was going to get out of that purse. I would have been happy with 10. Guess what? I'm going to get another 10 years out of that purse. Fantastic investment. How do I make more choices like that? How can I multiply my money by making those kind of choices? And the more that you're aware of what you're buying, being intentional, being thoughtful, you're going to build a wardrobe that you love that's going to help you feel amazing and beautiful. And when you feel beautiful and amazing, you're going to show up in your life a totally, completely different person. And that's what I love to help my clients do. So enjoy doing some girl math, ladies. Until next time, think like a style icon. Bye-bye.